me for another chick. I don't know. It was just an off year for me.
You turned her?
I don't know. The whole thing was awkward. The whole date was awkward. Great girl, very nice, but it just was an awkward night.
Okay, anybody got anything more sad and depressing than Jaybird's story? Can you one up his prom horror story?
The highlight was the riblets.
Yes.
She left him for a woman, and all he had to console was a bucket of riblets.
I will say the riblets were homemade from Bigfoot's dad, and they were outstanding.
Outstanding, huh?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, baby, we made it. Welcome to the weekend. How y'all doing? Yeah.
Yeah, we made it.
That's right.
Ooh. And now we got a little 3-day weekend in front of us.
Yeah, we do.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, yes.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, it is.
How exciting is that?
It is good. It's good stuff. So, hopefully you have big plans to spend some time with family and also, too, do the proper thing, Memorial Day that is going on. Remember the servicemen and women who have sacrificed it all so that we might be able to hang this weekend with our families and celebrate being Americans, baby.
Amen.
USA.
What?
USA. What? USA. Okay. All right. Exciting. So, there you go. We'll give you a rundown of all the stuff that is going to be going on this weekend. If you would like to find something cool to do, we'll definitely give you that hookup. So, there you go. And, today being Memorial Day, they did a survey on this. 55% of people don't really know the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day, is what they found out. And they said, what is the difference? Memorial Day honors those who died in military service, where Veterans Day celebrates the service of all U.S. military veterans.
Gotcha.
And that's November 11th. So that is the difference. If somebody quizzes you on the street today, you don't have to haul off and punch them. You just say, oh, I know the difference. Here it is. Bam.
Okay, already learning.
Yeah, that's what it is. Today's going to be educational. It's going to be fun. We're going to be also tracking back some of the biggest summer songs of all time that have happened, because we kick off the official summertime stuff. These are songs that have been on the Billboard charts in the top 100 that happened between Memorial Day and Labor Day. So got that for you as well. So strap in, hang on, baby. It's the Memorial Day KVJ Show.
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ Gear.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
Well, go outside, and what do I see? The HOA taking pictures of Denny's parking spot.
Uh-oh.
His car wasn't there, so we're talking 5 o'clock in the morning, all up on his parking spot. And I'm not taking just one picture, but I mean, it would seem like 50 pictures that this guy's taking.
Is his sweet ride leaking?
It is leaking a little bit. So I walked over after the guy walked away. It's a weird dance that I do, because this is not the first time I've seen this guy in the cloak of nighttime. He does his thing. He takes the pictures. He takes a ton of pictures. I wait for him to walk away. Then he looks at me walk over to the area, and then we kind of always, look at each other awkwardly. But this isn't the first time I've caught this guy taking pictures of one of my friend's car.
He's taking pictures in the dark?
Yeah, well, the last time I had somebody...
So weird.
I had somebody over, and they had to...
You think if you want to try to get oil stains, like Cloak of Darkness is not the time to bring out the dark oil stains and the dark background of the night sky.
Maybe do it at 7:30 when the sun's up?
Noon seems like a good time.
Noon seems like a great time.
Yeah.
Well, I had a friend over one time, and
Male or female?
It was a female.
Okay,
Yeah.
how recent?
All right. It was about 3.5 months ago.
Damn.
Okay, and they went over to her car, and she only was there. She was in that visiting spot. I went out the next morning. This guy was all over her car, taking pictures underneath the tires, the window. I was like, how many pictures do you need of this? It's bizarre.
What a weirdo.
Why do you need so many pictures? So, Denny's, be prepared. You're going to be getting a notice in the mail. And I actually have an interview with the HOA.
Oh, you do?
I have to sit down and they have to interview me for the new townhouse that's literally 2 minutes away.
So you're not moving developments, but they want to interview you. You're the same guy. You just live across the street.
And I'm getting charged a new HOA fee.
What?
Yeah.
It's going up?
Well, because it's a new townhouse, there's a whole new set of fees now. So it's like I didn't even. It's. I wonder if I. What if I don't?
You
pass,
have to pay the HOA or the.
I have to pay it. I have to pay an HOA fee for the new place.
Really?
Yeah, it's an initial fee.
Oh.
Yeah, they tried to get me the real estate person tried to get me out of it and they couldn't.
Maybe it's like the application fee or whatever, but.
It's
Always a to-do.
no, it is.
I'm the same guy that lives over here.
just-
Why do you have to interview me?
What if I don't-
I'm not changing personality.
What happens if I don't pass the interview?
You need to come in a ridiculous costume.
I don't know, man. It's
That's
a
the only way to
mess.
do it. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
So Panda and I had a little light disagreement last night. It was all in fun and everybody was giggling, but I told him, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to ask Kevin and Jason what they think.
Okay.
And I was certain you'd be on my side, but I don't know. Maybe you won't. Tell me what you think. So I'm watching Panda and he's getting in the shower. He takes off all his clothes, takes off his socks, and he balls his socks up into a ball. And I'm watching him. I'm like, what's he doing? He takes his socks and puts them back in his drawer. Now,
Okay.
these are the socks that he put on at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
He's now taking a shower at 7:30 at night.
Yeah.
So he's worn these socks all day long. And now he's putting them back in the drawer like they're clean. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I only wore them for a day. I'm like, that's disgusting.
Okay.
Why would you try to reuse socks you wore all day?
Yeah.
Am I right or is he right?
Okay, I even dealt with this week. Like this week, I had socks I wore half day. And so my wife will get on me because she's just like, if she'll have something on for 10 minutes, she'll throw it in the dirty clothes. And I'm not that way because the way laundry happens in our house, my clothes disappear half the time. Like, I don't know where they go, but poof, they're just so sometimes I hold on to my clothes because I don't know if I'll ever see them again. So I smelled the socks and I'm like, and they still smelled like laundry detergent. And I'm like, those are fresh. So I put them in the shoes that I was going to wear them with. And next time I'm there, I'm like, okay, cool. So I'll wear them for a full day. But if I put in a full day and it smells more like me than it does laundry detergent, then I throw it in the dirties. That's my own personal policy.
You're both right and you're both wrong. How
What
about
the hell
that?
does that mean?
It means that
Nothing at all.
Basically, what Kevin just said. Honestly, if it doesn't smell and they still smell like detergent. I disagree with balling them up and putting them back in the drawer. But okay, for example, if I wear socks to Blue Martini one night and I'm only wearing them for 2 hours, I take them off. They're not sweaty. They still smell good. I don't put them back in the drawer. I'll put them on the side and I'll wear them again.
But this is 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Like, that's a full day. That's not just a Blue Martini. It's
Okay.
a full work day. He was
Maybe
out,
his feet don't stink.
He was outside shooting video with a drone for a good part of the day. Like,
I see
how
why-
can you be outside and your feet not have a little bit of action?
I see why you're grossed out, but I also see why he reuses his socks. That's what I mean. You're both right. You're both wrong. Because I see your point, but I also have done what Panda's done before. Wear old socks.
I just think if you wear something, doesn't matter what it is, for a full day, it should be washed. He does the same thing with pants and shirts, and it grosses me out.
Don't like it, huh?
I don't like it.
Virginia doesn't like it.
You know what? I'm Team Panda. The witch is too judgmental.
Okay, you've changed your tune.
Yeah, I'm Team Panda.
Okay, I got you. What I got on my mind here today, I had a cool couple of run-ins yesterday. I was with a buddy of mine, and he introduced me to the guy that signed WRMF on the radio, like however many umpteen years ago.
So I think his initials are RMF.
That's Richard Fairbanks. That's the guy who kind of like owned the station. Yeah, so WRMF. It's not we're real MFers, like we've said. We made that up. That's not what it stands for. And I know there's a lot of people who believe that's what WRMF stands for.
It should.
I like that. But yeah, it's Richard M. Fairbanks was the initials of the guy that owned the station. But this is the guy that kind of, got the station so it sounded like it did. Did
Oh, he
all the
ran it.
Yes.
Didn't own it, but ran
and
it.
kind of put it all on, and so it was kind of cool. And so I was kind of running out and just got to meet him really quickly. But
Where'd you meet him?
He was we were at BJ's. I was there with a buddy of mine that knew him, and he's like, "Oh, let me introduce you to this guy." And
BJ's on Palm Beach Lakes?
yeah, yes. And so as I was walking out, and I had to head off somewhere, but I'm like, "Oh, I'd definitely love to do lunch and hear your thing." And he's like, "Oh yeah," he's got all these stories from the Jennifer Ross days and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, RMF, for people who don't know him, for me, it's cool to be on this because this is really a legendary station that goes way back, and it's got all this heritage and history to it.
Oh, I grew up in this town. I mean, I remember Jennifer Ross and Kevin Kitchens as a little kid.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to be a part of WRMF and to grow up in this town.
Yeah, big time. So, there's a lot that goes into it. So I want to be able to sit down and be, I did it.
I made it.
I made it.
Yeah. Little guy on top of the mountain.
Well, I don't know if you guys ever have taken the time to sit with Jennifer Ross and have her tell some stories from the past. She's a great storyteller and has got some really funny stories.
Yeah.
She really does.
She's very entertaining, yeah. So it's really cool. So hopefully maybe I can do a lunch and I could just sit there and listen to the stories all day long.
Fascinating.
Yeah, the history of this. So I thought that was kind of cool. And the other thing, I had a little bit of a disappointment yesterday where I was here and Rascal Flatts, the big country group, was coming by. They played at the amphitheater last night.
It was all the buzz.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were coming in here for a listener lounge. As I was trying to leave for work, this lady who was here for the listener lounge, as soon as I opened the door, she snuck in and snuck back to the listener lounge.
Yeah.
People were clamoring to try to sneak back there and get some FaceTime.
If you're a
Rascal.
country music fan, I mean, they're A-listers. They redid that Life is a Highway, and, they've got a lot of stuff like that that's good. What's wrong?
Hold on.
Do you guys smell something burning?
Something's on fire.
Something is on fire.
Dennis!
I smell something burning to the point where it's me and Virginia looked at each other.
It's usually us that's doing some kind of cooking. Something's on fire. Smell that?
Something is on
Something
fire.
is absolutely on fire, Denny.
station's on
fire.
We didn't start the fire.
Yeah, something is definitely on fire.
Yeah, we looked at each other right away.
There's no way. I have a bad sniffer and I can smell it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Someone could just be making a raisin toast in the kitchen. That's
Yeah.
possible too.
Is it in the hall or is it just in here too?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, Sis.
I only smell it over there.
Yeah, I smell it over here,
Is
man.
it back here?
I don't know. Were you cooking something earlier, Virginia?
No, I haven't cooked nothing.
Somebody been in here smoking?
No.
Okay.
All right, we're on it.
We haven't smoked. We haven't cooked.
But we are on fire.
We are on
just,
fire.
We just can't pinpoint where.
Something smells.
But
I'm getting it in my room too. I don't know what's happening.
Do you also feel a bit of a heat, kind of, that's coming with it?
Shouldn't the fire alarm be going off if the building's on fire?
Typically, yeah.
Is that a no, not feeling the heat?
I'm not feeling the heat, but now you're making me paranoid.
I feel a warmness.
Okay. There's no smoke in here.
It does kind of smell good, though, like it's a breakfast.
Yeah, I think maybe somebody's just making breakfast.
Is somebody cooking?
Virginia and me are panicking because of burnt
Yeah.
toast.
It does smell suspiciously like toast.
Yeah.
It does. It's making me hungry. So
I
that's
know,
why I'm not
yeah.
that alarmed.
Yeah.
I didn't smell it in the hallway though. So
It's just in your office and our office?
Maybe it's somebody down below, the floor below.
right.
You know, keep it up, because,
Yeah.
hey, speaking of, do you want to do breakfast now?
Might as well, right?
Might as well.
Got you hungry?
Hey, it's summertime.
It is summertime. Yeah. So yesterday we had Rascal Flatts. Like I said, they're a A-list country band, and so for me, I'm excited because I'm from around Columbus, Ohio, big Buckeye fan, and they're from Columbus as well, and so
They're Buckeye fans too.
big time. And so they're always kind of hobnobbing with the football team and stuff like that. So I had a feeling. So I had my Buckeye shirt on yesterday.
Here, look at me.
Yeah, and so of course one of the Rascal Flatts guys wearing a Buckeye shirt because they always wear Buckeye stuff. And I was like, how cool. My daughter was here. She got a photo with him. And I stepped in. I was going to get a photo with my Buckeye guy from Rascal Flatts. And I'm standing up there ready for him to take a picture. And somebody's like, all right, group station photo. And the whole staff got in the photo. And I never. And I'm like, no, I want you real quick. I was all ready to go. And we're standing there and we're all set. And then everybody's like, no, station photo. And I'm like, so.
The same thing happened to me and Denny's with Adam Lambert. We waited in this long line. We were actually waiting behind the listeners, and the last listener took the picture, and they go, okay, that is it. No more pictures. And all the listeners started laughing at me and Denny's. they took Lambert off.
Does anyone know how to crop out 25 people?
Denny's.
Or take your face and put it over everyone's body.
Okay, yes.
25 Kevins.
There you go, one way or the other. Yeah, summertime coming up. You got a lot of camps on deck, and at least in the state of New York, kind of a problem that's going on is a lot of camps now are demanding that kids be vaccinated before coming out to the camps. I guess they've got an even bigger problem with the measles than we do, and so they say that this is something that's getting hit with a lot of parents, and they're now saying, okay, either vaccinate your kids or your kids can't come to camp. So some parents who don't want to vaccinate their kids are now trying to find plan B pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be strict about this, right? If I was the camp, I'd be like, no, nobody's getting in unless they've been vaccinated.
If you haven't been vaccinated for rubella,
Measles, mumps, and rubella.
I still don't know what rubella is. I feel like that's the one no one ever talks about, rubella. And I don't even know if I'm vaccinated for it.
Yeah.
Most people are. I am. My kids are. You can go back and have tests done, though, to make sure that the vaccine is still pumping in you.
Oh, really? Okay.
And if it's not, you can get a little update. They can give you a little more juice.
Fascinating.
Do you know the last time you've had a booster or a tetanus shot? If a doctor said, Kevin Ralston, when's the last time you had that? Would you know?
I may have never done it. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no. They asked me that not that long ago, and I did not know what to tell them.
No, you probably did it when you were younger, because most kids did.
All right,
But it's,
okay.
it's probably going back to your pediatrician years.
I don't even know if that cat's alive. I really don't.
Let's hope you kept records.
I mean, he was old when I was a kid. There's no way that guy's alive.
Yeah, and in fact, I know some people are going out and get that Hep A vaccine. My wife is like wanting to go do it. She's trying to talk me into it. She's like, yeah, you're going to need to go get that. And I'm like, I was trying to talk to her last night. I'm like going, yeah, I know I think there's like 1,200 cases in the state of Florida or something like that, or maybe it's nationally, but I'm like, that's still a very low number when you consider the amount of people we have. She said, but yeah, it's spreading. I'm like, I don't know.
Does it scare you enough to not go into restaurants? Is the fear that great? I'm not
No.
afraid.
I haven't
Yeah.
changed my behavior at all yet.
It's not there yet.
No.
What would it take?
I mean, I'm dancing with the devil. I was at a restaurant where the guy had Hep A. Now, luckily, I was outside of the window. The guy left on May 1st, and I think I had, lunch there on May 15th. But, I mean, I'm not going to stop living my life. That's
Amen.
the thing. Like,
Yeah.
the percentages. Just look at the percentages, the odds of you getting it.
Okay.
Are still very, very low.
That's what I think. So that's why I'm not into it yet. So.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot more to scare me away from restaurants.
Like, if they tell me somebody at work has Hep A, I might be like, oh, really?
Is that a good enough excuse to not come to work?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, yeah, you're out.
We'd still do a show though. Kevin
You're,
would make
you're
us.
out
Oh, yeah.
and you're contagious. So you should not be around people.
No matter what kind of outbreak there is, we're doing a show. You're doing 4 dirts in the show. It's
Yep.
happening.
Got to do it. Show must go on.
That's right.
That's what they say. Somebody said there's a website you can go to that lists all the vaccinations you have received in your life.
Oh, awesome.
Right.
It'll tell me specifically what I got.
Apparently, that's what somebody texted in, but our texts are wrong a lot of times. So.
Even rubella. Okay, I'm anxious to see.
Yep. Well, yesterday they kind of had the media day, and the word is out today what you can expect with the new $1.5 billion expansion of the Seminole Hard Rock and Casino. That's a ton of money. $1.5 billion.
That's huge.
35-floor guitar structure, which you see and has been under construction and hit by lightning about 12 times. 638 luxury guest rooms are going to have in that. They've also got an adjacent Oasis Tower with another 168 rooms. It's overlooking what they call the Pool Lagoon.
Oh, that sounds so peaceful. The
Yes,
word
it
lagoon's a
does.
good word.
I like lagoon. Absolutely. The new jacked up and better venue that they're going to have there, about 100 concerts a year are going to be there, because right now they're using just that makeshift event center. But this is a clamshell-shaped venue which can seat up to 6,500 people.
It's clam shaped.
Yes, it is. Like the ones you find in the sea. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, otherwise that's a weird...
Get your mind out of the gutter and into the lagoon. Let's
Yes.
go.
We're talking very aquatic here. Yeah, so that it looks really cool. They had some artist renderings of what that is going to appear like. They also are going to have a retail shopping area. It's going to be covered by a glass roof.
Oh, not my kind of game. Is it 2 stories?
I don't know. It's just going to be a glass roof over your head so you don't get wet when thunderstorms come down. Because before, when you would walk through there wasn't any covering.
Okay, I'm thinking it's like a 2-story. You're walking on top and you can see below and they can see up above.
No, that'd be a glass floor.
You know what a roof is, right? Above you, not below.
Look, I didn't sleep that well last night.
Unless you're up on the roof, which you're afraid of heights. You should not be up on the roof.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that will not be Jaybird friendly in this new complex.
Oh, this is one of them.
Quit making fun of me. Yeah. I didn't sleep well. I'm hungry.
Quit being so funny to laugh at.
Quit being so mean.
Just can't help it.
I know.
Renovations, they say it's going to be open on October 24th. That's when you can go through and see everything going. Because I know yesterday, as I was talking about this, people go, I'm driving by right now. There's still cranes out there. This ain't going to be done. So don't yell at me. I'm just telling you what they're saying.
That's the pessimistic spirit we love.
There's no chance. This thing's doomed. It's another 5 years.
So you can book your reservations now? That'd be cool.
No, you cannot.
Oh, you can.
No, you cannot. You can start booking reservations on July 24th.
Okay.
Yes.
So on July 24th, what you should do is book for that October 24th opening. So you're there for all the hoopla. I bet there's going to be a lot of extra freebies.
Yeah, well, I wonder if you're going to be able to. They've got Maroon 5 that's going to be coming in and playing on October 25th. So, like, that opening weekend, you know, you're going to have the grand opening on the 24th, and the next night Maroon 5 is going to be playing. Yeah, are you going to be able to get tickets to it?
If you have a room, you should be able to get access,
well, first
though,
thing's
right?
probably going to go for the high-money gamblers.
So maybe it's just for the whales.
Yeah. Is that what they call them?
Yeah, those are the whales. We're the worms.
Yeah, so we are, yeah.
We're the guppies.
Yeah, we may not be in there. So it's coming up, but looks cool, and the stuff is there. So it's been 2 years, but right around the corner, the Seminole Hard Rock about to open up. Got a few birthdays hit up today. What up to Morrissey having a birthday. Also, Patti LaBelle turning 75 today. Bob Dylan is 78, and Tommy Chong is 81 today.
Hey, Tommy.
Dang, how about that, huh? Also, got to say happy 9th birthday to Annabella from Mama, Daddy, Alex, and Juliet Rose. Also, Brookie Cookie having a birthday from Mama Pops, Aaron, Tyler.
Aww.
Happy 8th birthday to Jensen K from Mommy, Daddy, Ramsey, and Gunner. Also, Lydia having a happy 9th birthday from your mom, dad, Thumbelina, and Josh. There you go. Happy 21st birthday, Nick, from Jamie, Sandra, Bob, Jessica, and Vincent. Stephen Newland's having a birthday, too. Lots of love from Kelly, Tristan, and Noah, turning 35 on Memorial Day. Engineer Keith wishing a happy birthday to Neil Armstrong. Yes, that's his real name.
Aw.
Okay. And also, happy 73rd birthday, Feliz cumpleaños, and a speedy recovery from recent surgery to Rosalinda Risco, love daughter Claudia, Vanessa, Melissa, and grandchildren Claudia, Maria, Jonathan, Isabella, and son-in-law Robert. There you go. Got a birthday you want to get to us. Also, one more quick one. Happy birthday to Christian from your son Connor. And shout out to my mom's birthday that is going to be going on tomorrow. So there you go. A couple extra birthdays. Got one you want for the KVJ show? All you have to do is just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. All right, time once again for the No Name Movie Game. Up for grabs today, tickets to see the Jonas Brothers on their second trek back through South Florida, November 15th at the BB&T Center.
And the belt.
Yeah, that's right. Virginia's got it. She is our champion.
I do have it.
We'll see if she can hold on to it today. She's going to be partnered up with Christy from Palm Beach Gardens. Hello, Christy.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Okay, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Virginia's going to dance around with her belt.
She's dance taunting.
Flaunting.
Oh, yeah, she is.
You like that?
Get out of my personal space, please. Kevin, can you please tell Virginia to stop touching me?
You like it too much?
I don't like it at
You
all.
like it?
I actually hate it.
So hot.
Lots of gyrating.
So much gyrating.
Yes.
Mama can still move now.
Oh, yes, you
Oh,
can.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't move too much. I'm afraid you're going to fart.
Don't jostle her. Weird things might come out. Okay, here we go. Virginia's going to give you clues. Can't use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or the words from the title of the movie. 60 seconds on the clock, and your time begins now.
Okay, pass. Freedom! He says it at the end.
Pass.
It's the old station that we used to work for. Blank 95.
Wild?
Yeah. You kids play with these. It was a cartoon. Then he goes away to college, and they're sad that he's left.
Spoiler.
Kids play with these. Animated movie.
Toy Story.
Yes. This is it's a French cartoon. He's a little rodent who cooks soup.
Pepe Le Pew.
Pass. This is modes of transportation. It's you fly in the sky.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yes. This is the movie where they abused the puppy on the set.
Three. Is it enough to win the tournament? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay. Well, let's see. I don't think you're the final word on that, but we'll just see where this goes here.
Just because you're loudest doesn't mean you're right.
All right, we've got Erica here from Penn. Oh, no. Oh, wait. This is a special request
Yeah.
for Jaybird. Well, sorry.
Wait, what now?
Someone's actually specially requesting you to play.
That never happens.
So look at that. She wins the belt, and she likes to pick on the weaker people. Yeah, real
Bully.
These Tequesta bullies, man.
Yeah.
Different.
Tequesta Mafia.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that started.
Yeah, I like it.
Jen here from Hope Sound is on to pair with producer Danny's here. Hello, Jen.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning. All right, you got to beat 3 here in the No Name Movie Game, okay?
Okay, I'm nervous. Denny's, help me out here.
I'm going to do my best for you, Jen. Plus, I'm fond of your name.
Oh, that's right. His wife's name.
Yeah. Look at that.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock here. Your time begins now.
If this person works with animals and this is the person that's married to them, they would be called what? Pass that one. Let's see. This is
Pass.
It's like burlesque performances of women in a I guess you could call it a prostitution house. It was a musical. It's also the name of a red coloring you put on your cheeks. Pass that one. Let's see here. This is the bad guy from. He's got a chainsaw. He kills people with a chainsaw out in the desert. It's his name.
Shoot. Saul or something.
Pass that one. If you are tired and you close your eyes, but you're also very lovely, you would be a. She also gets.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, beautiful. He robs from the rich and gives to the poor, and he wears tights.
Oh, jeez. What is it?
It's cool.
Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Pass.
You put these in your eye.
I like how Denny doesn't give any more clues. He just says, it's cool.
It's cool. I
can hear her figuring it out. I didn't want to disrupt her thoughts.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Dang it, Denny. It's the bird versus the witch.
It's cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, there, Jen. Okay. Specially requested. Erica here from Pembroke Pines said, I want the bird. Okay. You got your wish here, Erica.
Hi, good morning.
Erica.
Good morning, KVJ.
How are
morning.
you? I don't got to tell you how much I need this. I mean, to take the belt from
We're
the
getting
witch.
the belt back, Jason. We're getting it back.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo!
Are you ready for this? What are you doing over there?
You only need 4. I mean, get it together.
Yeah, I know. He's acting like he's got to climb a mountain here.
It's a hill.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't let him get in your head, Bird.
I know. Believe me, Dennis, I know. It was Kevin in Virginia before it was KVJ. I know how it works.
All right. 60 seconds on the clock here. Your time in the No Name Movie Game begins now.
Pass. It's a robot. Kids love it. It's not the floor. It's the. What is connected? Think about the pass. If you are a lead singer of a music group and you are, I love music, you are considered what? If you are the front person of a band, you're considered this. They're also up in the sky.
Rocket Man?
No. But think about a pass. Oh man, someone just kicked my balls. They hurt.
What?
And it's also a play. It's a play, and you also got kicked in the balls. What would that be called? It's a Christmas play. Think about getting kicked in the
Nutcracker.
Yes. Okay. This person leaves money underneath your pillow when you lose something.
Tooth Fairy.
Yes. I'm mad. I'm mad. It's a boxing movie, and I'm pissed. I'm a pissed off boxer. Pass. Pass, Denny's. No.
A dose. Unfortunately, that is not going to dethrone the witch. Virginia, our winner again with Christy in Palm Beach Gardens. Congratulations, Christy.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Virginia.
Thank you. I'm just thanking Jaybird, too. Thank you for your poor performance.
It's not that funny, Kev. Oh, man. Smugs Bunny is out today.
Yeah.
The witch is always out.
Yeah,
Talk
it's
about the
30 weekend.
nutcracker.
Yeah.
Cracked his own nuts.
I'm going to tell you, too, Virginia, they gave me an extra inch on my license. I'm taller than my last license. I'm 5'11" officially,
You're
baby.
growing? Did you just hit puberty?
No, that's my real height.
Oh, okay. So what happened the last time?
I don't know. When you showed me your license yesterday, I thought it said 5'10".
Yeah, are you 5'10" or 5'11"?
She told me she's made it to 5'11".
This girl is awesome.
Oh, you're only
Okay.
5'10"?
Wendy, the
If
check
it says-
is in the mail.
I mean, if it says it on your license, that's a legal document. You're 5'10".
Wendy made you 5'10".
By the
She
state.
goes, oh, we're going to give you an extra inch. You'll be 5'11" on the
No, you're
license.
5'10". You are officially
It
5'10".
says I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
I proofed it. I proofread it, too. She said, make sure everything's correct.
No, you are officially 5'10".
If only I would have thought
Yeah.
to throw her a 50
state
and make
of
him
Florida.
5'8". Oh
I've been
my gosh.
walking around all day. I'm 5'11" on my license.
No, you're not.
No, I am
You're
not.
5'10".
You are not. You're 5'10". And it
Yeah.
says safe driver. That's a bunch of lies.
Right.
This is just a card of lies.
Is there anything accurate on there? So don't worry about the address. I'm sure it's not right.
Safe driver, my ass.
Yeah.
But she was awesome. Thank you.
Great. If you are in a relatively new relationship, there is a magical number, they say, on how long you should wait before you take your first vacation together. Otherwise, it could wind up in a disaster. Because you think about it, when you do that first vacation together, typically, you're going to be in those confined quarters where there's no escaping. Like, we're here, you're there. When you got to go embarrassing bathroom stuff, you're going to be real tight on each other.
Your first time that you know each other's poo schedule.
Right.
And possibly are involved in each other's poo.
That's really, that's...
Just always remember this.
Okay.
There is a hotel lobby. And if you don't want to go in the room, you don't have to. Go in the hotel lobby bathroom. That's what I did for the first 6 or 7 months of dating Panda.
Just say you're going to go check out the breakfast spread, or they're going to go get a juice or something, then go to the lobby bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going down to get a coffee, a juice, and unleash
I gotta get
on
some
the
of that-
lobby bathroom.
Gotta get something out of the car. There's many excuses, but just know if someone says it to you,
my trunk.
if someone keeps doing that every morning, just know they're going poop.
Kevin said, I got to unpack my trunk.
Yeah.
Not a lie. They say the magical number, according to a survey of about 1,900 couples, they said 7 months. 7 months, they said, was kind of the sweet spot where it's like at 7 months, you're comfortable enough. There's nothing that could. At this point, after 7 months, whatever I'm going to see with you on vacation, you could eat something funky, get Montezuma's revenge, and it's still going to be cool. I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh. So they say 7 months. 46% of the people they polled said going on vacation too soon with a new love means you risk not knowing each other well enough to cope with spending so much time together. That's another part of it, too. It's not even just the embarrassing bathroom stuff. But imagine you're both like laying out on the beach and you just realize, okay, wow, we don't have a lot to talk about, or they keep talking and won't shut up and I want to sit here quietly, or just one of those things. And then you're like, an hour into it, you're like, okay, this was a bad idea.
Or maybe you want to relax a little bit and the other one wants to go out and do so many activities and let's go here, let's go. I just want to chill.
Yeah, right. Sure. Yeah, those are the kind of things you find out. But after 7 months, they're saying you were going to know. Like, what kind of vacation am I going to get? Because can you imagine, have you ever been on a vacation with somebody and, like, it ends in a complete disaster and, like, they bail and you're there by yourself? And would you stay? If you're on vacation with somebody, like a date, and it goes terribly and you guys get in a fight and they take off, do you stay there and continue the vacation or do you go home too?
I would.
It depends on what happened. Was there cheating involved or was it just a little tiff we had?
Okay.
It depends on the circumstances.
If they left and it's prepaid, I'm staying.
Okay.
But if it's something where you go and then her family's there and then you get into a thing with her family and it's weird and there's this weird energy, I can see why you would leave.
Yeah, they say a third of people have admitted to having a disastrous vacation with a partner, and 38% claim that it can be the kiss of death for a relationship. No word on how many actually decided to bail on the vacation.
Like when Suits goes on those cruises, does anybody ever meet somebody right away on that cruise and then for that 7-day cruise, they're almost dating that person they just met for 7 solid days?
Oh, I know it happens. I just want it to happen to Suits.
Does it happen a lot, though? I know it happens, of course, but how prevalent is that?
I bet you it happens frequently. People go on these cruises sometimes, and they're just by themselves, and they're looking for love. I bet you it happens more often than you would think.
Okay, Suits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Suits, get in there.
Yeah. Somebody said, yeah, my boyfriend at the time of only 2.5 months rented a beach house for Memorial Day weekend. It's kind of awesome. But when we arrived, he announced that no one was going to be watching any TV the whole weekend. We were just going to hang out and talk. And yes.
Who says that?
Somebody who's a control freak. They have to be in charge.
Yeah. But apparently things worked out. Apparently they're still together. But yeah, that's one of those things where you never know. Some people may be like, I love that grand declaration. You're right. We have a beach house. We're here. Nobody should be watching TV. So I'm with you on that. Somebody else might be like going, you don't tell me what to do.
I thought, come on, we can't watch a little bit of TV at nighttime?
Let's just fly by the seat of our pants and do what we want in the moment. Stop trying to plan out everything and say that we're in this beach house and this is what we're going to do every minute of the day.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one night we watch a movie. Maybe one night we go skinny dipping. Let's just be open to all possibilities.
One night we go skinny dipping, come back to the place, order food, watch a movie.
Yeah.
Somebody said after dating a guy for 3 months, we went to Orlando together, and he has this thing about pooping. And so when we got to the hotel, he was horrified when he found out the bathroom had saloon doors on it.
He's right to be horrified. That is not cool.
Saloon doors?
That is not.
Who puts saloon doors on a bathroom?
That is so messed up.
What is this, like a Wild Wild West hotel?
Saloon doors?
Well, not only that, you can see somebody, you can hear somebody, and you can smell somebody.
That's terrible.
That is the worst idea ever.
Well, both of you have to poop in the lobby then.
You have to both poop in the lobby. You're right. Or the Waffle House across the street.
It's literally the Wild West. If you poop with saloon doors, that's just not cool.
Yeah.
That is you're
That
alone
is.
in the hotel kind of. That you can't share that with somebody.
No.
Somebody said, quick point too, if you're talking about under the 7 months, and that is something you might want to be careful getting an Airbnb. Imagine if that were the case and the Airbnb's got saloon doors on the bathroom and they ain't no lobby.
You have to go out in the yard, the front yard, baby.
I mean, okay. You look out the window and this person that you just started dating on a risky vacation with is outside with the dogs.
Pooing by a bush?
Maybe not the front yard, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. We got Ariel on here from Port St. Lucie with a little vacation story. What happened with you, Ariel?
Hey, so I went on vacation with my best friend. She and I have been friends for about 12 or 13 years. And we decided to make like a BFF trip, and it was supposed to be for my birthday, and it was supposed to be a super awesome time. And like the first night that we get there, she goes and ditches me for this guy. We were all going there for like a concert, and she goes and ditches me for this guy who was also going to the concert that she knew was going to be there, and basically he ghosted her.
Oh, wow.
After they had hung out. And after he ghosted her, she was crying the entire trip.
Fun.
And, like, you know, I felt really bad, and I was trying to console her, but, like, the entire trip was her crying and crying and crying, and it just kind of, like, ruined the whole thing.
Yeah.
From a guy
could
she
do that.
just met?
Yeah.
I mean, all right. Mm-hmm.
She probably hooked up with him.
She definitely
Yeah,
slept
and
with him.
then she was like, what did I do?
It feels like there's a gap in there somewhere.
There's no way she
No.
did not sleep with that guy.
They definitely banged.
Definitely. There's
And
no
then
way.
when he got sober, he was like, oh, what did I do?
Well, he's probably on vacation. I'm going to find somebody else.
Yeah, he's out there just trying to tag a new fish.
Somebody said, went to Disney for our first vacation trip together. And when he got there, he saw the price of admission, said, that's too much for me. And he didn't go. I said, I came up here, and so I went in by myself.
Good for you.
But that's what you're talking about. Could you imagine that? You go up to Disney for the weekend with your new partner, and they're like,
Yeah,
check
it's
the prices for you.
expensive.
Yes.
But I mean, come on. Everybody knows Disney is expensive. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, are you that shocked that the prices are high?
You're making yourself look ridiculous. What were you going to spend?
Yeah.
Like, what's your limit?
And talking about high, somebody said, I went to Busch Gardens with my boyfriend to 4 weeks. It was our first trip, and he pulled out some weed candy, ate it, became totally paranoid, and locked himself in the room.
Weed candy.
Well, there you go. That's a fun
Rookie.
trip as well. Yeah.
Rookie.
Tomorrow's National Wine Day, Virginia.
Oh, mama.
Well,
Yeah.
let me go stock up now.
They say that Americans drink an average of 4 glasses of wine a week. Not trying very hard, huh?
I've been underperforming. Let me catch up.
They say the main reason we don't drink a glass of wine after work or with dinner is because we don't want to open up a new bottle. Is that why boxed wine got so popular there for a while? Is because you're not really opening up a bottle. You have like a little tank of wine.
I get it. I mean, when you open a bottle, it's a commitment.
Well,
Yeah.
can you keep a bottle of wine out, or do you always have to refrigerate it?
Once you open it, you should refrigerate it.
Do you get sick if you leave it out for 3 days?
No, I don't think so. But, I mean, you usually refrigerate it anyway, especially if it's white. I like to refrigerate my red, too.
We doing any beers on the podcast today, or what? I mean, it's summertime, and it's 3-day weekend.
Yeah. Hop Life Brewery in Port St. Lucie sent 3 special growlers for us.
Wow.
So,
I'm in the mood to growl. Arr.
yeah. So thank you to Hop Life.
Arr, let's do this
Yeah,
thing.
they've requested us to
Okay.
enjoy their beer today.
I mean,
and
God-
I hate to say no.
Y'all, it's summertime.
You're
Is it
right.
not summer
It
vacay
is.
already?
It is officially summertime. Yeah. Uh-huh. They say after we host a party, the average person throws out 3 partially full bottles of wine.
I can see that, especially if you're not a huge wine drinker.
I don't know. I always put them in the fridge. And even if I'm not going to drink them, I cook with them.
Yeah.
Don't throw wine away.
I know, right?
That
It's
breaks my
shameful.
heart. I mean, that makes me like a little sad on my soul.
Shameful, Virginia.
Never throw wine away.
Shameful. How dare these people do that? Well, if you're going to be out and drinking this weekend, make sure that you're doing the responsible thing and you've got a driver, somebody to take you around. No excuses ever anymore.
Yeah,
for
just use
drinking and
Uber
driving.
and Lyft.
Yeah.
It's so easy now.
Just don't barf. And even if you don't barf, make sure you go back and check your tag. Because there's a guy in Dunedin that is facing a hefty fee for allegedly vomiting in a lift. And he claims he never did. Now,
This has been happening, man.
well, they call it actually has a name. It's called vomit fraud. Believe it or not. Yeah, it's called vomit fraud. He said that he never got sick in the lift, and the driver's making up the whole thing to get the extra cash. He noticed a $100 fee on his statement following a 30-minute lift ride. He says he feels like he was taken advantage of and will be recording himself inside lifts from now on.
Oh, that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, now this is really kind of the tough thing because, there may be some people who are so inebriated they throw up and they don't remember throwing up.
Sure.
So that is a question. But imagine if you're totally, completely sober and you haven't had anything at all to drink, and then all of a sudden you check your tag later and you're like, wait, an extra $100 for a vomit fee?
Well,
I put this girl in a lift one time because she was really wasted, and I was going to put it on my lift, but my friend stepped up. He goes, "No, I'll take care of it." So he put her on his lift, and she threw up in his car on the way home.
$100.
$250.
It's
It was in
$250.
Philadelphia.
Sometimes it can be 250. Yeah.
It was
my
$250.
Gosh, no, it was not.
And she really did throw up, and he had to pay the $250. I felt terrible.
We knew somebody that
Oh
threw up
my
in an
gosh.
Uber, and we actually cleaned it to the point where there was no damage, and the guy was cool about it. But in the beginning, he was saying $250. I can't believe how much throw up is here. It's going to be $250 for y'all. But he ended up being really cool, not charging us anything.
Wow.
That's unreal, though. But I mean, it's getting the smell of vomit out.
Yeah, how did you clean that?
It wasn't me. It was someone else in our group that did it.
Okay.
I know 2 vehicles that had to be sold because of vomit, and I caused one of them. So, yeah, it's tough stuff.
Vomit be strong.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Lyft is saying they're looking into it. They investigate each incident to determine if there's enough evidence available.
But if you were on the other end, the rogue Lyft driver, you could easily take something that looks like throw up, mash it down into your rug, and say, Virginia just threw up all over my car. I've got the pictures here, and then submit that, and some people might believe her or believe the person.
You're right.
Yeah, guess that's what it takes. So.
But if somebody keeps turning in, oh, this person vomited, that person vomited, like,
Right.
Lyft and Uber, please. I mean, investigate here. You can't have everybody vomiting in your car like once a week.
Well, we already know some drivers scam. They do that thing where they sit in the parking lot, they wait 10 to 12 minutes, they cancel on your ass.
No, they wait for you to cancel.
That's right, yeah.
And when you cancel, they get $5.
It's a scam, Kev.
Okay. Well, that's why we're calling it out here. People will be doing the ride share this weekend. Keep your eyes open. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, hook you up with some tickets. Go check out George Clinton, one of the masters of the Funkadelic. I was really into that stuff like in the early 90s. And it was all the stuff they were sampling, the Ice Cube and the Dr. Dre and all that kind of stuff. You know, George Clinton was a big part of all that music. You know,
He used to come through Baton Rouge, and he would play in this club where I worked.
Yeah.
And the place would just go nuts.
It's a great show.
It's such a high energy, fun, happy, uplifting show. If you want to be in a good mood, go see George Clinton.
It's your last chance. It's his farewell. He's done. He's shutting it down after this. This will be his last ever performance in South Florida.
So you better go.
You better go. And I got tickets for you. We're going to play a fun little game coming up here in a second. This is music's best first lines. Okay, here's what you're going to do. I'm going to get some people on here. You got to know a little bit about music, but some of these are challenging, some of these are not. Okay, buzz in with your name. You got to tell me the name of the song. I like big butts.
Steven!
Yes.
Only talking about Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back. Where are
That's
you
right.
at, Virginia?
See, there you go.
Where are you
That's
at?
it. So these are the lines that you're like, okay, I know that song. Like just by the first line, because how many songs are like that have got such a signature first line? You're like, bam, I got it right away.
I know we're playing with the people, but I would love to go head-to-head with Virginia and just make it a bloodbath. I mean, really destroy the witch.
Let me put on my no-name movie game belt real quick, and we can play.
Dang, that's cold. It's cold. It's a true life witch.
877-979-WRMF. Call to play along here. Music's best first lines. Well, we're counting down to some of the biggest summer songs of all time. These are Billboard's top 100 hits from basically all time. And these are songs that were hot on the radio between Memorial Day and Labor Day. This song, number 73 all time, from what year? Hips Don't Lie.
Oh, Jaybird, this
What
is your
summer?
cut.
Okay,
Summer of what year? Your girl
He's
Shakira.
moving his hips and closing his eyes.
Wyclef Jean. What was the summer? What year?
It was 2001.
2001.
That's
And
my
his Shakira
that's my
voice.
Shakira. Underneath your clothes.
Okay.
2001.
What do you think, Virginia?
2003.
2003. Virginia is closer. Yeah.
Oh, the witch just keeps on beating me.
Yeah.
Just keeps on just.
You can try, but the power's too strong over here.
Yeah. Close. No. Yeah, boy, we were treated to some salsa dancing in here with Jaybird. That was Very nice.
My hips ain't gonna lie.
No, they didn't. They did not.
My hips or my chips.
You look like Eddie Vedder salsa dancing. He's wearing a flannel.
I don't know what I'm doing with my look these days.
I don't know either.
Okay, don't beat me up when I'm beating myself up.
That's
Gosh,
what she does. No.
You really are a witch.
She goes all in.
She
she
does.
sees you jump in. She's like, cool, I'm going to join this party.
I'm already ripping on myself. You don't
No.
need to continue.
You weren't going in hard enough.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, I was just warming up, baby.
Beat up party of 2?
Good Lord.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news.
Hey, what?
So many people are meth. Ow!
Oh, yeah. Well, wedding crashing seems like fun, right? I mean, you go in, ha ha ha, I'm going to crash the wedding, and I'm going to get some free food and booze. Nobody's going to know who I am. I'll make up something. You know, be an entertaining thing, just like the movie.
If you do it right.
Right.
If there's not like assigned seating and all that, if it's a big wedding,
Yeah.
I think it's actually awesome if you can get away with it.
Well, this is a guy that may not have done it right because he might have had a little too much to drink. A wedding at the Grand Plaza Hotel in St. Pete, Florida, was interrupted by this drunk guy who tried to come and cut in on the couple's first dance.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's a wedding crasher foul there. So they're like, wait, what? No. Security shows up and sees what's going on. We got a drunk guy who's not invited. He's crashing the wedding. He's ruining the first dance. So they chase this guy up onto the roof of the Grand Plaza Hotel.
The roof?
Yeah, he's up on the roof now. They get him and they quarantine him up there till the cops get there. And then when the cops get there, they're like, all right, we're going to need your social security number. He gives them his phone number instead. So he's really plowed. They went to the couple afterwards, and they're kind of cool about it. You know, they're like, all right, it's insane, but, you know, it was kind of cool in a good way.
When we kind of looked, we were like, oh, there's a guy dancing next to us. I'm like, is that your friend? He said, I thought it was your friend.
We've seen the movie, and we never would have thought that could happen to us.
If we could like give him a high five for giving us an unforgettable wedding, we would. I hope he enjoyed himself for the time he was in there.
Okay, so there you go.
Shut up, Sheila.
Well, you got an interesting story about this repairman. He apparently was repairing a synthesizer, a fun little instrument back from the 1960s.
I saw this story. This is amazing.
Yeah, and during the process of cleaning up, he noticed this kind of like crust or this crystalline type residue that was stuck underneath one of the knobs. So he sprayed a cleaning solvent on it, thought nothing of it. 45 minutes later, he starts feeling this strange tingling sensation. He's like, I feel really weird. So he goes to the doctor and they do some chemical testing and they find out that what was on that keyboard from the 1960s? LSD. And apparently he tripped balls for 9 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
He wasn't trying to trip either, and he was tripping. And he was an older dude, too.
There was LSD in the keyboard?
From the 1960s, and it still was effective.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Crazy, huh?
Yes, that is crazy. When you don't know you're on LSD and all of a sudden you're tripping, yes.
It's horrifying.
I wouldn't mind if this guy broke into my house. This guy in Massachusetts came home last week and found somebody broken into his house. But here's the weird thing. They didn't take anything. They actually just cleaned the place up.
They even left a little rose on the, like a little...
Yeah, like, wait, what?
It was terrifying just to know that somebody was in your house, but they scrubbed everything down, did the shower, did the toilets. These toilet paper roses were left on my toilet paper rolls. Nothing had been taken other than just being rearranged and cleaned.
Nate tells us his 5.5-year-old son
He's like, Daddy, you think they'll come back? And I was like, yeah.
finished the kitchen.
Finish the kitchen, right? Yeah, that'd be something.
This is still a B&E. It's just for misdemeanor because it didn't appear that there was any intent to steal or take anything from the property.
Okay.
They've investigated. They think that it was a cleaning team that went to the wrong house because his back door was unlocked. So they just went in.
That's funny.
Okay, all right. Well, if you've gotten your teeth done anytime recently in the pizzle, might want to check to make sure that actually that was a licensed dentist. A 52-year-old man got arrested for practicing dentistry without a license.
Uh-oh.
In
Yeah.
the pizzle?
He was busted and charged with intent to sell, dispense, or deliver unlawfully selling a drug and practicing dentistry without a license.
Dude.
And they don't know how many people he actually served in his time as a fake dentist.
What's his name?
It's in the story. I don't have the exact name.
John
Let me try and find
Prentice.
it. Yes.
Prentice to the dentist.
That's from The Office.
Oh.
And I get it. You know, hey, parents, you're not perfect. First-time parents, it's tough. But this is one thing you really should get down. In Germany, some brand new parents, excited. They have their newborn baby. They take the baby to their house. They're in a taxi. They get out. They're all excited. They look around and realize they left the baby in the taxi.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. Oh, boy. Luckily, the taxi driver realized pretty quickly and returned their infant to them before anything happened.
I mean, that's got to be horrifying to go through.
How exciting. Where's the baby? I don't know. I thought you had the baby. I thought you had the baby. Ah, it's in the taxi.
Y'all just got the baby.
Yeah, I just got the baby.
In their defense, it's new.
Okay, so day one didn't go great. Let's hope day two's better.
Oh, this baby's doomed.
And a follow-up yesterday, the guy in Connecticut who said he'd turn himself in to cops if his wanted poster got 15,000 likes.
Yeah?
Apparently, he balked at turning himself in. He has not yet turned himself in, and they're up to 25,000 likes. So,
is he now pushing for 50?
I don't know, but that story is still pending. So, just to let you know, he's still not in custody.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
I know a lot of people are ready for Memorial Day weekend, and just in time, I saw this news. USDA has recalled 62,000 pounds of beef. Whoops. Okay. That's going to...
Oh, hope those weren't the ones you were planning to mix your burgers with, y'all.
Kevin, I hate that.
Kevin just ruined barbecue.
He did.
Damn
Thank
it,
you.
Kevin.
And for my next trick...
I mean, 3-day weekend, bro.
I'm like an agent of chaos. Yeah, they say meat processed on April 19th at the Aurora Packing Company in Illinois may be contaminated with E. coli.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they've distributed it nationwide now, of course, including briskets, ribs, steaks, ground beef. So basically, if you're having any of those, don't. Yeah, they say to determine if the meat is from the tainted batch, you should check the packaging establishment number inside the USDA mark of inspection. If it reads EST 788, get rid of it.
Great.
And considering ordering takeout, I guess, for Memorial Day. So there you go. So, yeah, there you go. Who wants to get tainted meat for the weekend?
There's been so many stories about these restaurants and gross meat and people getting out violations, ruining food for me, Kevin.
There's a lot of taint this holiday.
A lot of taint.
I don't like it.
A lot of taint. The other thing you could do is they've got that food truck invasion in Port St. Lucie, the competition this weekend. And just got a text. Thanks for the shout out earlier. Christina said, with the Guilty Gourmet food truck that's out there, if you let KVJ Nation know, if they come to the truck, I'll give people $5 off on their food.
Ooh, doggy.
If they say they're part of KVJ Nation. So look for Guilty Gourmet food truck. If you're there in the Pizzle this weekend, you get $5 off.
That sounds good, first of all. And second of all, can I get maybe some information? Is there a grilled cheese food truck out there?
There is. Cheezilla.
It's definitely out there?
I've
Miss
seen it.
Cheesiest, yeah, there's a
Miss
ton of them.
Cheesiest, Cheezilla.
Just making sure, baby.
There's like 10.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot.
Well, no, I know that they're out there. Are they going to be at the thing is what I'm asking.
I'm sure. Those are very popular.
I know those exist. What do you think I was... Come on. Very disrespectful.
I'm sorry. I forgot who I was talking to. You got a pizza blog.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to insult you, sir, on food.
Well, here's the thing. There was something about food, and Jason's a little bit upset. You know, the food delivery stuff is kind of a hit or miss game, and one of the things that really gets Jaybird upset is if you mess up his order. Like, how many times have you seen him in here fuming when he orders breakfast and
With
the food
high
comes?
expectations come
Yeah.
large disappointment.
I mean, it wrecks his day.
Oh.
You ever seen that when the food shows up and he's like, I mean, it's just, it's destroyed.
But
it's
he's
like,
got the Mariah Carey of orders.
Oh,
like,
get out of
Yeah.
here.
even the most attention to detail individual is going to flub this thing up a little bit because it's so complicated.
When you ask for 3 honey mustards and there's no honey mustards and then there's no tomato on the grilled cheese. So, my bad. I get upset that the order's wrong. Oh,
Just stop being so persnickety.
Oh, get out of here, you Tequesta diva. You are out of your mind.
Takes one to know one.
You know how they are in Tequesta, Kev.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's what you're going to get.
I just eat whatever's in front of me. It's going to have honey mustard, and there's got to be the right temperature.
I'm sorry. No, it doesn't have to be the right temperature, but I do have to have honey mustard.
But this was the thing that kind of cracked me up. Jaber was upset because he had gotten food delivery for milkshakes, and it didn't turn out well.
Frozen milkshakes.
But here's
you got ice cream delivered.
It was milkshakes. It's different.
It was the hottest day of the year so far yesterday.
It was evening time.
What do you know, Virginia? It didn't turn out well.
But it didn't turn out well, not because of my fault, though.
What happened, baby?
Okay, so you know you can do the Uber Eats thing, and they text you, hey, blah, blah, blah. Well, they said, hey, dropped it off at your gate. Come out and get it. And I'm like, well, first of all, I didn't hear a knock. Chewy didn't go crazy. So I go out to my courtyard, and I'm like, there's no milkshakes here. Where are my milkshakes? The milkshakes were in my neighbor's courtyard. Wrong flavor, and they were melted.
Oh.
Am I being a diva on that?
How'd your neighbor enjoy them?
I had no idea. I had to sneak on.
Thanks, free milkshakes.
I had to sneak and get them.
Yeah, it does look weird when you're taking your own food off their property.
It does. You sometimes feel like you're wrong, but you're not.
I wasn't. I had to sneak onto the neighbor's patio and grab them. I don't think they saw me.
Is all you got milkshakes?
Well, I already.
And does that ever work out? I mean, are
Yes.
you ever going to have a successful delivery where somebody brings you a milkshake and it's because to me a milkshake they degrade within the first 5 minutes.
Spoken like a true person who's never done food delivery. They usually keep all of that in a cooler. There was no cooler involved. I've had milkshakes plenty of time, baby.
Yeah, I've never once done this.
What else did you get besides milkshakes?
Just milkshakes.
That's it?
I got 3 milkshakes. It still cost me $30 because of all the delivery. And,
$30 for 3 milkshakes?
and they weren't even good.
Wow.
They were all the wrong flavors.
Oh my gosh. You're doing it all wrong,
It
Chief.
doesn't feel like he's doing it right, does it?
No. I mean, just from top to bottom,
I
a
could tell you-
disaster.
I'll tell you what, I would much rather talk to Fat Kevin than Smugs and the Witch. Can I get Fat Kevin in here? He can understand.
Yes, he
the
understands not having to move much and getting your desserts delivered right to your face.
7 o'clock at night, baby. I wanted it. I wanted some milkshakes.
3 milkshakes. Who was over?
Myself.
All 3 are for
I'm
you?
not dating anybody.
All right.
Now, do you freeze the other ones, or did you drink 3?
Freeze them. You freeze them because I wasn't
Do
sure.
they
if I-
hold up? Because I've frozen a milkshake before, and then it's like
It's never the same.
It's like it's like a rock. Then.
Oh, you don't eat. First of all, you don't. Neither one of you drink milkshakes, so neither one of you are qualified.
No, I think
absolutely
I've
not.
tried
Get
this
out of here with that
before.
judgmental
No,
crap.
I've
I've
tried
had a
this
sip of
before.
a milkshake.
Kevin, you
recently.
haven't had a milkshake since 1991. Get the hell out of here with that crap.
Oh, I've seen how they do.
I've seen how they do.
My daughter got one, and I actually was going to take a little bit of it. I've seen how they do. I'm on this. I know what's up. Yeah, it's tough.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after the show podcast. Watch or listen on kvjshow.com.
We got a lot of birthdays today. Didn't get a chance to get to all of them earlier. I want to make sure I gave a couple shout outs here, like to Kristen from your sons Michael and Connor. I want to give you your shout out. Also, Sienna turned 11 on Sunday. That's from mom, dad, brother Nikki, and Dutch the dog.
Dutch.
Also, a little birthday wish for Katie from mom, Camden, and Kayla. So there you go. Nice couple little things going on there. It's fun to have a birthday on a 3-day weekend, right? It
Yeah,
kicks
it is.
off summertime.
Oh man.
Magnolia's
Oh, yeah.
her party is tomorrow. Mags' party, because her birthday is this Thursday.
To Magnolia.
Yeah. Jabert's cracking into the beers.
I'm not the only one. So is Mom.
I'm having a little suds.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's summer break.
Yeah,
It's summer vacay.
you're right.
Did your friends from Hop Life hook it up?
Yeah, they did. That's what he's got over there.
That's
Thank you very
nice.
much to them for the big old growlers. Jaber just drinking right out of it like it's his own personal beer.
I'm from Lake Park, dog.
That's how you do it, huh?
Yep.
We go growlers right off the top, huh?
We go growlers like this in Lake Park.
Okay, well, Jaybird wanted a little shot at Virginia. He lost the No Name movie game earlier, and he wanted you desperately to take him on that musical game where you name the first line. And Virginia's like, nope. She just threw up the white flag and said, forget it.
I'm not good at it.
Well, it's not only that she won the belt today during No Name Movie Game, she had a bit of a tude. I call it the Tequesta-tude.
You just meet me?
Just a little, just...
That's what she does.
Someone put a nickel in her this week.
I had this tude when I lived in West Palm. It's just me.
Just her life. That's just how she rolls.
Hashtag Tequesta-tude.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm giving you your wish here, Jay Bird.
Okay.
A musical themed game, you versus Virginia. This is Finish the Lyric, but it is custom made for both of you. I went at one of your, if not your all-time favorite artist, one of your all-time favorite artists. For Virginia, it's Mariah Carey songs. For you, Jay Bird, it's Billy Joel.
All-time favorite artist for me.
So I will play the song.
I'm going to come on.
Okay, when it ends, you've got to correctly and exactly get the lyrics and finish the line to the song
Oh
to
my
get
gosh.
the point.
It's all about the songs. Denny picked the songs, right?
They're hits. They're all
They're hits. Okay, all right.
These,
all right.
I mean, there's no excuse. If you are a major fan of this artist, like you say that you are, there's no excuse for blowing any of these. You both should be perfect.
Kind of making me nervous.
You both should have a perfect score, and we might do that. We might walk away with both of you getting a perfect score.
When he gets nervous, he grabs his boobs.
He does.
I
yeah.
do. It's a habit.
All right, ladies
I'm
first.
glad everybody doesn't do that, especially the ladies.
Wouldn't that be weird?
That'd be weird. Every time you're a little nervous, you just start gyrating your own boobs.
That would be very, disconcerting. Could you imagine being in a meeting with our boss?
I'm sure I've done that before.
Virginia, you begin here.
Okay.
Mariah Carey is your artist. Finish the lyric to this song when the music stops.
Cause I know in my heart, babe, our love will never end. Oh.
I gotta tell you, your voice sounds great. I mean, you got. Are you drinking nails? Is that what are you? I mean, what the hell? Man?
Okay. Okay, I think we've got it correct. Virginia gets a point.
If I beat him at this,
I know. No,
he's gonna cry.
It's gonna be tough.
We may need to throw this, Kev.
No,
Don't throw it.
No, don't throw it. Get out of here. I don't need your sympathy.
Okay, you got your wish. Okay, here we go. Jaybird finished the lyric. Personal edition here with Billy Joel.
Dim, dim, Foo Falls, rock around the clock. Einstein, James Dean, Brooklyn's got a winning team. David Crockett, Peter Pan.
Okay.
Yay!
Woo.
You got it.
Woo. Drink.
You got a point. It is 1-1. You both successfully passed the first round.
This is fun. I feel alive right now.
Okay. All right, this is round 2 here. All right, here is your Mariah Carey song, Virginia.
Got the feelings again.
Oh, Virginia. No. Okay, that's what you're going to need to do to get that correct. Virginia has missed one.
Are you deliberately trying to sound like Biz Marquee?
You got a lot of balls. You're dressed like you're in Pearl Jam.
She's the only. By the way, she's the only one going in on my outfit. Everyone, no, there's a buzz about my shirt. So
Okay. All right, Jaybird, you can really start to put this away if you get this correct. Finish the lyric. Your favorite all-time artist, Billy Joel.
either way, it's okay. You wake up with yourself.
He's chugging his beer.
Wow. Still very much alive in this, Virginia.
I can't believe it.
I cannot believe it either.
And that's one of my favorite songs. I'm too in it, baby.
Virginia, you can really put the pressure on if you get this correct. Finish the lyric. Mariah Carey edition.
Come back, baby, please, 'cause we belong together.
Pressure is on. Jaybird, you must get this or Virginia will take her second win of the day. You requested this contest. I gave you this contest.
I mean, every time I request something, it always bites me right in my hiney. Every single time.
Bend over.
Luckily, we've queued up your favorite Billy Joel song for the final one. Town Girl.
I can't hear. Hold on, you're talking. She's laughing. You're talking. Then again, I never. But then, hold on. But then she never had a downtown man.
Is he correct?
Uh-oh. It's my least favorite Billy Joel song, by the way.
Virginia has beaten you in the head-to-head musical challenge, taking her second or third win of the day today.
I choked.
This is the second, but it feels like the third.
I choked.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Gosh. No, I love he's thinking about this tonight when I'm trying to go to bed.
Virginia the Magnificent. Yes.
Where's my music, Denny?
Yeah.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
All right. You know, Katy Perry knows something about a summertime hit. She's got 2 in the top 100. Kissed a Girl, number 36 all time from 2008. And then 2 years later, she had that California Girls song with Snoop Dogg.
Great song.
Yeah.
Really is.
She might be the only artist with 2 summertime songs.
I only like one song by Katy Perry, and it was she tried to make it a hit, and it didn't become a hit.
Last Friday Night is awesome. Waking Up in Vegas is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Those might be my 2 favorites.
I think her last little song kind of tanked, didn't it?
Did it?
What? Ish, bish.
No, she had one.
In the basket.
No.
Ish.
She had one that just came out with some EDM DJ.
It's swish, ish. Swish, ish. Another one.
Swish, bish.
Bish. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Kat.
Let's do this after the show podcast. We gotta wrap this thing up quick.
It's literally the blind leading the blind.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry,
well,
Kevin.
yeah.
You gotta be so annoyed with us.
Well, get used to it.
Yeah. All right, let's get that thought. Get out of here.
Okay, a lot of losing today. This one's dedicated to myself. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.